So if you start, give us a general overview of why Infiniti did the program.
Okay, so with the vision of our CEO, Infiniti had noticed a shift in technology, in the technology industry, away from just servicing IT, digital transformation, and supporting cloud technology. We saw some of the organizations that we work with benefiting from having the opportunity of account managers who are acting as customer success managers. They would challenge our clients to grow and take advantage of the technology that they'd either proposed to buy or had already adopted. And so what we wanted to do is we wanted to look for young people who had a love of technology, something that would fit our culture, which is really important for us, and align with our customers. And this role would be somebody who would be trusted by our customers over time, building a relationship, and be able to allow our clients to work on the adoption of the software and solutions that they'd currently bought.
Awesome. After the program had run, what change did it make to the business?
So with adding these roles to Infiniti, we found that we were able to service our clients in a much more sustainable manner. We were able to really engage with our clients from a relationship perspective, irrespective of how much money that client had already invested with Infiniti, to be able to show them what else they could either look from a technology perspective or to further enhance the kind of solutions that we're currently offering and help them take that out into the rest of their organizations.
Brilliant. And did any customers notice the difference, or what were the kind of things customers were saying about these people and the different way in which they interacted?
I think as every organization grows, we potentially run the risk of becoming a little alienated from our clients. And so what we were able to start showing our clients was that they had an assigned account manager or customer success manager who really took the time to get to know them, discuss their current challenges, and irrespective of the size of the potential deal that generally we would look at, we were able to engage with them to look at what was best for the customer, not necessarily just best for us. And so we got some really good feedback. Our customers started to feel a little bit better looked after. They enjoyed having the energy and the youth of our young customer success managers with them. And they were able to then engage with more senior resources at a stage where the customer success manager had identified a specialist area that was needed to be engaged with from a client's perspective.
Awesome. And in terms of their success personally, the new customer success managers, how was the program for them?
They came in as young, really enthusiastic people who didn't have a huge grasp on technology, but they had a spark for customer engagement and caring and the willingness and desire to learn so much. When I look how far they've grown now, they took on all the theoretical learning skills, they've taken on all the mentorship that we've given them, the coaching, and they've really run with it. We have some dynamic young people who are just flying at the moment. You know, when you have young people come into a business, you're not just dealing with the IT aspect of what our solutions offer and how to deal with clients. Because we ran this program in the pandemic, we took 4 young people who had struggled to find employment before this in an area that allowed them to grow and learn. We were able to offer them not just theoretical IT learning and enhance their knowledge around the solutions that Infiniti and Microsoft is giving their clients, but we were able to give them coaching skills. We were able to give them mentorship skilling. And because it was COVID and we looked forward to coming into the office and having some kind of interaction, we enjoyed meeting with them, talking to them. The entire sales team invested their time from an experience perspective into working with these new customer success managers, as well as managers across the business. I think this manifested in itself where these young people looked forward to coming to work every day. They had the opportunity of not just learning, but then executing on those skills. And after their 6-week learning program, actually landing them into this is now where you're going to start swimming scenario for the next 3 months while they did the rest of their probation was really useful for them. They got to hone their skills. They got to see where the gaps are. And we could constantly backfill those gaps with education and coaching and mentorship from the rest of the team. The enthusiasm was delightful. Coming to work in COVID when there's only 2 people in the office, and then to have 4 young, exuberant, energetic people, everybody who came in contact, they just lifted them. It was lovely.
So from the sales and marketing angle, What did the license to sell course give them in terms of sales or marketing structures or advice? What kind of things did they learn? What were your favorite parts of it?
License to sell gave me the ability to back up my own experience. It gave us the theory to be able to take our own experience and build on that. The blended program of having coaching days with someone who really knew what he was talking about and having the coaching and training skills helped us, because John took the data that we'd given him around Infiniti's actual real sales deals and our strategy and pulled it into the sales training. So our new recruits were being given real experiences. They were talking really to our sales and marketing strategy of how we wanted to achieve going forward for that year. So it was all real. Then including things like the board game, including things like the coaching trackers, the e-learning, the online app. The online app was a lot of fun. Even for me, I had to stop being as competitive as I wanted to be to let them obviously excel. But even the board game allowed us to back our own experience up with real theoretical world bricks that allowed us to then impart this knowledge in a way to our new recruits that allowed them to see not just theory, but also for experience, and it made them real.
Brilliant. Okay, and then in terms of the innovative nature of the program, I mean, what I love about it is the blend of so many things. I think that's what makes it so rich. So it's like this blend of the Microsoft clever stuff, it's the blend of John's clever stuff with your sales strategy, you've got the game, you've got the app. So you've kind of spoken to it a bit there. Anything else that you would say about that kind of innovative?
I think the license to sell program allowed us to represent what sales and marketing really is in an agile, progressive company. It's always moving, it's always changing. You need to be able to turn on a dime. There are new initiatives that come out all the time, new products, new Microsoft solutions, new strategies really that are being built within our business. And the blend of theory and in-classroom training to mentorship, to having sound bites with our sales team around a certain focus, for instance, negotiation tactics or talking to a client around pushing back on price, it gave them, there was not one stage of the program that was boring. We literally kept our recruits busy for 6 weeks from beginning to end. And that allowed us to also then build up those blocks of formal training. So all of our recruits did the Microsoft fundamentals learning, they did their exams. We had the time to do that, but we also then had time to play the game, which built on, further built on the knowledge that they were learning from a theory perspective. I think it showed the true energetic pace that we have within our sales and marketing team. And I was really proud of the way that they were, first of all, open to learning, but actually also for our current sales and marketing team, they were also drawn in to the energy and the pace of the program. So I think it was a delight for everyone. And it's certainly something that we're actually looking to redo it again this year because of its success within the business for existing staff as well as the new recruits.
Brilliant.
Infiniti is very proud of its learning culture, and a lot of that is around self-learning because, operationally we get so busy that we tend to run off achieving our operational strategic objectives, and the learning is left to the individual. In this way, it took a village to raise these recruits. I think that really did cement the fact that we are a learning culture within Infiniti across the board. The program did touch a lot of people, and in fact, it has been replicated throughout the business in various forms. The way of blending the theoretical approach to learning, to online exams, to coaching, to mentorship, we've actually replicated that, and a lot of it is forming part of our new induction programs. And it's just altered slightly for the different roles as people come in. So I'm very proud of that too. It was something that worked, and we have managed to build on that and continue to employ that throughout our business, which at the end of the day takes us back to the kind of key measurables that we're looking at. Infiniti prides itself on measuring ourselves with our first KPI, which is around employee engagement. And that starts from day one with a good induction program, a good learning training program, the fundamentals of the theory behind it so that everybody trusts that learning process. And I think Sales Activator certainly gave us that trust process in the learning content for sales and marketing that we were looking at.
Lovely. Brilliant. One last word on winning the award.
I'm so pleased at winning the award, but it's not just the program. It was the participants, it was the sales activator team, it was our directors and our management team that communicated and collaborated with me, taking the time to meet and work with our recruiting team. And I suppose foremost was the enthusiasm that the sales and marketing team worked with me in order to bring these new recruits into our environment. Their experience, their take on it, they kept it real. If I delved a little too much into theory, they came right back with the real life experiences of what it takes to make a sale these days at that moment in COVID with Infiniti. And I think that has lent itself to the true value of a learning program. So I'm so proud. I want to say thank you to everybody. The opportunity to be able to represent Infiniti and Sales Activator in this award has been really valuable to me.
Lovely.